All right, let's get it, family. Episode number 6. We are still in Gemini season, and now we're sliding into the sixth house. Now, the sixth house is also known as the work house, basically, how you service others, your daily hustle and bustle, workplace, your health, animals. So, basically, the daily grind. Now, this sixth house is, I believe, the ruler of Virgo. So this does belong to Virgo. This is a more service-oriented house. Um, so it's basically service in whatever way you see fit, whether that's service through working through a 9 to 5 job or service through maybe having your own business. Anything that's dealing with the everyday hustle and bustle. Now with Gemini here, we have immutable energy, which is also the Two of Cups in the tarot. It is also air as well. Now, Gemini here, I do believe Gemini here could be a very positive placement, simply because it is intellectual, and when you're thinking about like workplace matter or service to others, this energy could be very beneficial simply because Gemini is very good socially and they could be very good intellectually. So, ideally, these will be very good work colleagues. These will be people who will be very great at, say, implementing ideals, say, within team meetings or social settings, to possibly uh, meet one goal of the workplace or just a team. They will have no problem coming up with ideas to possibly solve issues, known issues within the workplace that they do care about. So Gemini can definitely be beneficial here, and they have the mental capacity to find the actual solutions to whatever problems that say may arise. So I can say here, you still have to keep in mind that this is still a Gemini energy. It is a independent energy. So depending on also what else is aspected, the Gemini here can say have many different jobs in their lifetime, or they can have go through many different professions, or have many different jobs at one time, just simply because the Gemini has to be stimulated. So them having many different jobs, or say jobs that are challenging, that allows them to really like hone in and use that Gemini mental capability, they will excel at. So ideally, people who, I can see a Gemini in industries like maybe banking, engineering, even if not on a higher level, even in group settings, maybe like call center, just anything that allows them to express, and be social, and with little limitations or caps. That's very important to the Gemini here, that they're able to express themselves and have many different interests and freedom here within this house. Now, when I think about the sixth house here, this to me is not necessarily a freedom house. This is more of a one of the basically how you make your money, how you help other people type house. So, but again, Gemini can work really well here because of the natural qualities that Gemini have. Now, also, Gemini's here because of the mental capabilities and just the mental activity, they can be workaholics as well. That goes with having the many different jobs at one time, or not being able to really stay in one place of employment for too long because of, just losing interest. It's simply, and a lot of people, not a lot of people, certain people can judge Gemini because of this, say, not having like the most solid uh, work history, just due to jumping around, or just not really being able to keep an interest in a job long enough to stay on it long enough. So Gemini would have to be careful for that here, especially if you do depend on or have plans to stay in the workforce for a very long time. You don't want to create a too much of a job hopping paper trail. Also too, because of how the Gemini mind works and they love constant stimulation, they can be very great multitaskers. And honestly, to me, it wouldn't be a surprise to see if a lot of the Gemini placement here would be like supervisors, managers. You know, just anything where they can be social with people, but also teach people and engage with people. So they'll be very good managers and things like that as well, supervisors or anything like that. Um, now that I think about also profession wise, I probably didn't mention this earlier. They'll also be good engineers too. Just engineers, they're really good with the science and the math and things like that. So the Gemini placement here would definitely excel in any of the jobs to me, like that will really test you mentally. Gemini will be up for it. I think they can do it. So just Gemini sixth house placement. If negatively aspected, they can be too much in their mental space to where they can run into possibly giving themselves mental and emotional issues because they're overthinking or they're not finding a healthy outlet to really kind of like stabilize all that mental activity. So Gemini has to be mindful of that here, that being stable in the mental activity is vital here because that placement is here. And also too, I forgot this is also the house of animals. Now, Gemini here with the animals, they can also work in be a vet or just anything dealing within the realm of pets. Because again, Gemini is social, and I know they love animals, and they would have no problem being able to, work with many different type animals, learn different type breeds, and things like that. And I think the Gemini would probably enjoy doing that here. And now, what I can say, also what else is aspected with the Gemini here, as far as them wanting to be, say, like in the veterinarian industry. Um, Also, too, they have to be somewhat stimulated. Like I said, they would have to find means to mentally stimulate themselves while they're, say, at this vet job. Because a part of me can also see that the Gemini here would get bored, maybe within maybe the scope of the routine of what a veterinarian would probably do. So the most enjoyment they would probably get out of this type of job is me being able to work with many different type animals. So also Gemini can keep that in mind here as well. Now, one thing I can say, Gemini could possibly get into trouble here too, because this is the house of service. And again, Gemini is more of an independent sign versus a collective or, excuse me, let's stick together sign. So this can be problematic when the Gemini is not allowed to express themselves freely, or there are maybe restrictions in how the Gemini is able to work within the workplace. Then this could be an issue here for the Gemini, and this will probably lead into them, switching jobs or having again many different types of jobs, or just becoming a workaholic, or just what they call it, job hopping, because they don't really truly have an interest or a connection in what they're doing on a daily basis to service people. So I feel as long as the Gemini is able to service people in a way that highlights and shines the Gemini superpowers, they will have no problem being a staple in any workplace. So that will complete my Gemini in the sixth house series. Family, make sure you stick through this the next house, which is Gemini in the seventh house. Also, too, I'm going to put my social medias down below in case you want to follow me. I do have two pages. I have my personal Instagram page, which is Earth Goddess TV on Instagram, and I also have my business page, which is Goddess Candles and Gifts. But I will have all those links down below. Also, feel free, if you personally know someone with a Gemini in a sixth house placement, feel free to jump down in the comments and let me know, your experiences, say working with a person or just being with a person with this placement. Or you may have the actual Gemini in the sixth house placement. You can also tell me how this has worked out for you, say within the sixth house, and how it's played out within your work life, your daily grind, and your working relationships. So, all right, family, peace, peace. I will see y'all in the second house.